Hey, what's up? How you doing today? I'm going to show you how I fixed this Durabrand radio. Really just the switch was the main thing that was driving me crazy. I didn't fix it up quite as well as I'd hoped I could, because I think the way this thing is made on a difficulty level of 1 to 10, it's got to be way up there to around 9 or 10 or something, in my limited experience of working on electronics and stuff. They could have, I don't know, it's too crammed in there. It's too compact, like a sardines in there, and you'll see when I take it apart for you. But everything actually still works on this thing, even though it's nothing special. I think it's called a Durabrand. I'll double check. It's on the bottom. It's got that symbol, but it's made in China. Obviously, I don't know how much we gave for it because it's so old. I think it was made in summer of 2004. So I'd say we got our money's worth. But I mainly use it in one of the bathrooms, and the switch seems to be working pretty nice now. And of course, a lot of times it's the rheostat on either, like, the volume is a very tend to be the weak link. But on this, it's the switch, and even though this is round, it's a straight rectangular linear kind of switch, and I just could not gain access to it very well. But
doing her due diligence, she visits the officer who handled the original case a decade ago. That's Capaldi's character, Detective Chief Daniel Hegarty.
Seems to be working a lot better.
Self-contained and
because sometimes I used to would have to, like, you switch it to the on position, and it's almost like it would get so quiet it would almost like be off when the switch is in the on position. So I'd push it farther, and you'd hear it, and then as soon as you let off, it would go back to being quiet. So anyway, it's really annoying. Yeah, this tape and CD player actually still work on this thing. It doesn't sound real great, but it sounds like, you can hear it. The way I fixed that switch was I just used some of this stuff that's available anywhere. I used quite a bit of it and just kept working the switch back and forth. I really wanted to get in there with this good stuff. And if you don't have any of this, I highly, highly recommend it. It's really good stuff for electronic switches like this, for rheostats, potentiometers that tend to fail or act up at the very least, and any battery connection you can think of. This stuff is awesome. It's got zinc in it. It is not a dielectric grease. A lot of people have heard of dielectric grease. The dielectric grease, like this stuff, is not conductive. This is kind of for automotive applications, but you can use it on some other stuff. But it's clear type grease. It's very high temperature, so it's great for automotive spark plugs and wires, connections like that. But it's good for other stuff like outside lighting on 120 volts or whatever. But this stuff has got zinc in it, and especially for battery connections, any battery connection you can think of, from your car, truck, motorcycle, to TV remotes, flashlights, anything with a battery, button battery, AA, AAA, or bigger, perfect. Very good stuff for battery connections, because they tend to leak and corrode. So anyway, hold on just a second. I'm going to flip this over. So this sucker has 9 screws, and you'll need a nice long bit like this for the deeper holes. You can use a regular short one for this one. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the back side here. One of these you'll need the deep bit for, that one, under the antenna. But then you'll have to pry it open, hold on just a second, with a flat blade screwdriver or 2. Hold on, let me get this part. So this is it upside down. I don't know if I can add some more light on this. Yeah, I guess that helps. But as you can tell, it's very compact. And you'll have to go through and take out, let's see how many screws we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless I missed one. Looks like it's about 8, which is about 3 too many. I think 4 or 5 would have been plenty, but it's overkill. And then also there's one sneaky one down in here. Holy crap. I ain't got enough light on that. Hold up. See that one right there by the speaker? That's a long one. That's an extra long one that holds the tuning knob on and kind of the tuning assembly. So anyway, the problem that I was searching for is holy crap. Can I use my finger? It's right there. It's under here, right here. It's that rectangular switch, and I just could not really access it. All I could do was get this little straw down in there and squirt that stuff in there and then work it back and forth, and that seemed to help quite a bit. But it would have been nice. I really would have liked to got some of this stuff worked down in there with a toothbrush. And as you can see here, I keep a dedicated toothbrush for each of those, because a lot of times that's all you need is just a tiny amount, and whatever's saturated in the brush is plenty. So a lot of times a little of this stuff goes a long way, and you buy this stuff, it'll last you several years, unless you're getting wild with it. So anyway, that's about it. It's probably, even though it's not anything fancy, it's probably got some similarities to some other stuff, so I thought I'd share that. Yeah. Now, of course, now it seems like one of the speakers ain't working quite right, so I'm going to double check some of these connections. There's a million little things you got to unplug on this sucker. Here's a speaker you got to unplug. This long one. This medium length one. There's one right there with about 3 wires in it. Here's another small one and another one with 3 wires. And let's see, there's a medium one and there's a small one. Let's see, I think that may be the other speaker wire. Yeah. And I wish they would made some of this other stuff plug in instead of hardwired, soldered, so you could take it apart easy and not be tethered to this crap. But anyway, that's one of the more difficult radios I've worked on. Anyway, hope you got something out of it, and thanks for watching. Take care. She just said, I'm a retard. She's in here, and it's just barely over 50 degrees in here with the heat on. Well, heat's on low, but because it's like single digits out here outside, which is rare for Middle Tennessee. So take care. Have a good one. See ya.